Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. So you see I'm using these small cute tarot deck. That means that I'm going to talk about children, and of course the children I'm going to talk about are the Sussex children. Neil Sean claimed today that Meghan might decide to expose her children because probably when she finds out that nothing really works for her, she will go to the last resort, which is coming out with all sorts of puff pieces about her children and exposing them, of course, because there is no way of putting puff pieces about a child without putting a picture or even a video of that child. So I'm going to do a reading that I never did with these children, which is the Celtic cross. And I'm going, and because that is why I chose this deck. I have a lot of childish decks to use, but this deck has small cards that enables me to do the bigger reading of the Celtic cross. So this is what I'm going to do, and as I told you in the past, there are a lot of versions of the Celtic cross, and because this is not the one that I usually use with clients, I give myself leave to choose another one every time that I'm doing a Celtic cross for the channel. This is not the Celtic cross that I do for clients usually, because when I do it for clients, I am trying to help them go forward with their lives. So there's a lot more advice there and what to do there. And in this reading, not so much. So let's start by saying my disclaimer. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So let's start with clearing this deck. And let's start asking, so is Meghan going to expose her children in the near future? What are the energies around Meghan exposing her children in the near future? So I am splitting the deck, and the first card is a card that shows us the central issue, or what we can see, the main question. And what I'm getting here is the Empress. So that is very this is like the perfect card for this question. She wants to be seen as the Empress. She wants to be seen as the mother, the one that would do anything for her children without expecting anything in return. So this is the central issue. She is going to try and exploit her children so that she will be able to be seen as this mother, as someone who has a lot of love for her children, someone who has abundance, someone who is so loving and caring that she would do anything for her children in order to make them happy, even exposing them if it means their happiness, because this is how she will try to make that logical for all the people that still believe her and will come out and ask, but you said that you wanted to keep them private, so why are you exposing them? So she will find a way to twist it around and as if it is for their own good, as if it is for their benefit. And of course, after she used the N-word for her children, she will try to twist it in a way that she is controlling the publication of her children's pictures, because she is not letting the people that use the N-word about her children to enjoy those pictures. So that is the main question. And the next card is what crosses her, which is the obstacles that are standing in her way. And I am getting the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card of despair, and this is a card that speaks about usually when it is in the upright, it speaks about unjustified despair that comes because the person in question doesn't see reality as it is, and because of that he is in this unjustified despair. But in this instance, because we're talking about the obstacles, we see that this is a desperate measure from her. This will be something that she will do as a desperate attempt to show the world that she is truthful, that she is such an amazing mother. And as you can see here, this person doesn't see reality. This is a person that doesn't see reality as it is, and because of that he's doing all of those mistakes, and this is what causes Meghan to do those things. She really doesn't see reality as it is. So this card shows us that she's pessimistic. This is a card that shows that she has problems with communication with people. She is not trusting anyone, but this is also showing that she herself is scared because she feels that the level of trust, even by people that were her champions in the past, and one of those articles was read by one YouTuber, I don't remember which one, that was a very eye-opening article, because it was written by a journalist that used to be one of Meghan's greatest defenders, and the cut interview was the one that caused her to open her eyes and see Meghan for who she is. So more and more people that used to be her champions, her supporters, are seeing her true face. So people just don't trust her. This is a card of loneliness, of paranoia, a person that is unmotivated, and this despair, this is a desperate action from her to expose her children in order to get some points, some positive points. So this is the obstacles that are standing in her ways. The next card is what is lying below, which are the unseen, hidden motivations, or the hidden factors that are causing this exposure of the children. These are things that she herself doesn't know. And what I'm getting here is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is another card of someone who doesn't see reality as it is, and because of that he's unable to cope with reality. So she is not she doesn't realize that she doesn't see reality. She thinks that she sees reality and that she knows exactly what she's doing, but she doesn't. This is a card that shows us that she is unable to cope with the truth. She's unable to cope with reality, and this causes her to make mistakes. And when she makes mistakes, she ends up with the Three of Swords energy, which is destruction and failure, that is known in advance. So this card shows that she is reluctant to handle things, that she thought that things will happen by themselves, but she realizes now that she has to do something. This is another card of a passive person, a person that procrastinates, a person that is running away from reality and has difficulty to deal with the hardships and to deal with what distresses her. So this is another card that shows that it is even the underlying energies, the hidden motivations, things that she doesn't realize by herself, are showing us desperation. Okay, so the next card is what can we see that happened in the past with those children, and we are getting the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is a card that speaks about giving and receiving. This is the second, if we can call it, success in the suit of Pentacles, and it comes right after the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of destruction and failure that comes from what they were doing before. So this is a card that speaks about receiving and giving. So in the past, she did not expose her children, so she did not receive a lot of points about being a mother. Nobody really described her as a wonderful mother because she never showed her motherhood. She never really shared anything about her motherhood with the world, so nobody could really talk about her as a mother. And this is why that whole aspect of her, the aspect of the Empress, is not very strong in the way that people are talking about her, people are describing her. So the Six of Pentacles is telling us that because in the past she did not share a lot about her children, she hasn't received the let's say credit of being the Empress, being the mother that would do everything for her children. And that comes because of not sharing. Now, it also shows disappointment. It shows that she feels that she did not receive. She's disappointed from reality. She's disappointed from the fact that it's not enough to just say that she is a mother. It's not enough to drop tidbits about her children here and there. It's not enough. And what she's receiving, it's not enough for her. So this is another reason for her to decide to expose those children. Okay, so what are the possibilities? What lies above? So what lies above in this reading is the possibilities that we can see. And we get, the High Priestess. Once again, the High Priestess. So even if she does, even if she does expose those children, we can see that there will be a lot of unexplained things around them. There will be a lot of mystery, a lot of secrets that she will keep. This is a card of someone who is not healthy mentally, someone who needs a psychologist, someone who is afraid of life, afraid of change. So this is one of the things that she is afraid of. She's afraid of all of those secrets that might come out. She's afraid that those secrets could be the real status of her children, if they are really healthy, as she's trying to tell the world. Things like that can really be seen on children when you actually see them act and talk. So you can see if they are healthy, if they are not healthy. And other things is about the way that she achieved those children. So she still needs to keep those a secret. She's still afraid of those things coming out, and she is looking for a way of how she can expose those children without getting all of her secrets out, getting all of those mystery, getting all of that mystery. So this is a part of why she did not expose the children up until today. Nothing to do with the N-word. All of those secrets that and the mysteries that she just doesn't want the world to know. So she's still in confusion. She's still afraid of the unknown. She's still she's not seeing things really clearly, and it shows especially a lot of fear and how hard it is for her to lose control. Because up until now, she controlled everything. She controls her husband. She controlled everything that comes out in the media. Nothing really comes out by mistake. There is nothing that she doesn't control. And she's afraid of losing control if she really does expose those children. So this is the possibilities. The next card shows us the future, and the future is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the adventurous queen. She's someone that is thinking about change, is willing to change, someone who is willing to take risks. So I can see for the future that she is willing to take that risk. She is thinking about this as some kind of showing herself as an adventurer, someone who is willing to change in face of stability, a person that is able to destroy in order to build. She is going to try and show that she is not afraid. But this card can actually show us that she is unstable and that she is actually afraid of change. This is also a card of someone who is promiscuous, and also a card of someone who is cheating, and someone who is obsessive about revenge. So this is a part of her being obsessed about revenge. She will try to show the world that she is able to change, despite the fact that she's afraid of that. That she's able to take risks, despite the fact that she's afraid of all of the secrets that might come out. So she's going to try and still control everything, but she wants the world to see her as this adventurous queen. So I believe that she will do something that will expose those children. So another card that describes Meghan, and what we're getting here is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this card shows us that everything that is connected with Meghan is about getting her needs realized in the material world. This is what this card is all about. Everything she does is about the money. Everything she does is to get her needs realized. So she is very scared that she will end up with nothing. So she is trying to find a way of getting those needs realized. And if it means to expose her children, then she will expose her children. So this is what this card shows us. The next card is how the environment, how the world sees her or sees the children. And what I'm getting here is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a card of someone who is going out on this victory quest, but doesn't care about the road, but also only cares about the to enjoy. No, I'm sorry, doesn't care about the victory, but cares about the road, cares about enjoying the road. This is a card that describes weddings and engagements and going out on an adventure and even sacrificing for the cause. So this is how a lot of the world sees her as someone who got married in order to get her needs realized, someone who is going out on this victory quest because she needs to get that victory. But it also shows us that the world sees her as an impatient person, someone who is not satisfied from what she has. This is a card of someone who is somewhat egotistical, someone who has an over self-confidence, someone who has difficulty to deal with new beginnings, and someone who sacrifices his present in order for the future. So she will sacrifice her children in order to get that victory. And this is how the world sees her. The world sees her as someone who is very pragmatic and thinks only about getting her needs realized, and everything that she does is aimed for this goal. So this is the most important thing, and everything that she does is aimed to that victory. So she will do whatever she can to get that victory, and she will try to show the world that she's enjoying motherhood, that she's enjoying the road, that she doesn't really care about the end game. But we all know that it's not the truth. We all know that she's impatient, that she's not satisfied with what she has right now, and this is why she will do whatever she can to get that victory. So this is what this card shows us. And the next card is the card of hopes and fears. So this card is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, that is the card of the journalists, and you know that she did blame the media for calling her children the N-word. So this is the card of the reporter. This is a card of someone who has tendency to lie, someone who is using verbal communication all the time. But this card shows that because it comes in the hopes and fears place, it shows that she feels that something is missing from her life. This is a card of someone who is inconsistent, someone who has difficulty to deal with life, someone who is childish, someone who is confused, someone who has difficulty in attention. So this could describe someone who has an attention deficit disorder. And because we are also talking about the children, this could also describe a problem regarding the children. One of them could have attention deficit disorder, because I believe that Harry does have it. So this is a card that shows that she consistently needs stimuli. She consistently needs to be in the headlines. This is not someone who can be private. She doesn't really want to be private. She consistently needs to be in the media. So that is why we got the reporter card. This is a card that of someone who understands that there is a need for a change, because she's bored with what she has, but she's still afraid of change. And once again, this is a page, so this is a very young energy. So what will be the outcome of all of this? And the outcome is the Six of Wands. So it looks like exposing her children will get her the victory that she wants. It will get her the people or the world to talk about her in a positive way. This is what she hopes for. This is what she starts with. She starts with the Four of Wands and she ends up with the Six of Wands. So it looks like everything that she is doing, if she does expose those children, it will give her that victory that she wants. So unfortunately, it looks like exposing those children is a good decision for her. Will she really decide to do that? Probably yes, when she realizes that that is the only way for her to get that victory, that is the only way for her to get those needs met and to be the rich woman that she wants without any financial consideration. Probably she will decide to expose her children, and I don't know exactly how, but she will decide to do that. Okay, so that is the outcome, and this is the tarot, and I'm going to take a card from the Teen Angel tarot deck for the children, actually, not for her. So this is energy for the children. Okay, so clearing the deck. Okay, the children, the Sussex children energy if they are exposed. And advice for these children if Meghan decides to monetize them, because that is exactly what she will do. That will be all for monetizing them. And what I'm getting here is ask for some help. So I think this card speaks for itself, but what is very evident here is that we have two children here and a woman. So these children need help, and the help that they need is from their mother, they need someone who will protect them from their mother. So they need to ask for help from someone, and that might be a woman that is in their vicinity. That could be Doria, that could be the nanny, but they need someone that will help them. These children are really I don't know, they are crying for help. And if Meghan decides to really expose them, they will not need even more help. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.